It's like the day has returned where I'm doing a dreadlock review. It's been a minute, and I literally just hopped on and chose the first comment I found telling me to do a review, and Flying Lotus popped up. So today we will be covering the dreadlocks and learning a little bit about Flying Lotus. Now, it's the first time I've heard of Flying Lotus, and he is an American record producer, otherwise known as Stephen Bingley Ellison, of October 7th, 1983. Stage name is Flying Lotus. He's an American record producer, DJ, filmmaker, rapper from Los Angeles, and he's a founder of the record label Brain Feeder. And apparently, he's got some very epic freeform locks, looking like he's got the type 4 hair in his younger years growing in these locks. Definitely freeform. Dread fro happening here. Earlier stages, his locks were definitely just very shaved down head. You know, very typical haircut. I've rocked this haircut hundreds of times in my life. And in the older years, he's still got the freeforms. Look like they might have been trimmed, dyed. I'm curious now as to which part of these dreadlocks are starting to look pretty unique. Now, this might be it. This looking like the craziest side of his freeform locks that I've yet to see. Almost looks like his hair was in pigtails for a very long time, allowing his hair to Congo up quite a bit and then left. And I've personally never seen freeform locks growing out to the side just like this. And we can see a lot of Congos from the very beginning of his journey up until this very recent Congo from the pigtails. Now, to go from this to something like, I guess this, he would have had to separate those pigtail Congos at some point or another. But I wonder what motivated him to kind of really get his locks like this. Something I do notice here is he's got a dreadlock bead, but it's not so much a bead. It's more so a accessory made of copper coil, copper wire in his hair. Very cool aesthetic, I must say. Pictures like this we see after the separation of the Mad Congos. He's got some copper tone in there, looking like it came from being bleached. And this would have been the beginning stages of those Congos. We can see on the side of his head already one big one growing straight out sideways, and on the top of his head it looks like there's a rubber band on a couple dreads, looking like he's trying to aid them in coming together. So very cool set of locks. Now personally, I like the way that these locks were in his dread fro stage, going into the real Congo natty look, opposed to the separated look that he's got going on. I guess, you know, in the later form, he was just kind of separating them, and either way turned out the way they did. So his locks have what's called, or at least what I call, the finger type locks, where his hands look like little fingers. His locks look like little fingers that look like a hand in the long term. And that kind of only happens when you don't separate your locks. Very useful accessory, probably my favorite accessory with dreadlocks, because you can wear it as a headband like so, or you could wear it as a tam, a very like light tam, keeping your hair out of your face momentarily. What is up with this picture? So funny. Flying Lotus here on Instagram. This might just be the scariest dreadhead I ever did see. Yeah, so his hair is looking much different these days, that's for sure. He's still got the frizzy hair. That's a good thing, a very good thing. You know, you gotta embrace. You definitely gotta embrace the frizz. Not sure who this is, but she's got some fantastic freeforms here. Quite possibly she was inspired by Flying Lotus to do the same with her hair. Or this is Flying Lotus under an AI face filter, which I think it is. It's so trippy because I'm noticing the coils in his hair, in the hair, the same as what we would recognize earlier. This is definitely him under a AI picture. Which I guess disregard the face in this picture, but we can really focus on how the hair looks. And you know, at this point it doesn't really look like 4C hair texture, does it? Could be a 3C. And this was that other photo I was trying to look at earlier, with this dude here, Thundercat. He's got some mad yellow bleached locks. This is the same photo, the same hairstyle from Flying Lotus here. We can see the coil. So copper does have some healing properties. People wear the bracelets for blood flow circulation, so it's pretty cool to see him wearing the copper in his hair, I must say. Not a huge fan of the bleach. Definitely is just very much damaging in the long term. And I like to see people embracing the naturalness, especially natural color in their hair as well. Big ups for the recommendation on Flying Lotus locks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more of these to come. I'm going to get back into doing the dreadlock reviews because guess what? No one's doing them on YouTube once again. So I'm going to be that guy and deliver some of this content back out into the internet. Till next time, peace out, one love, stay happy, stay natty. I'm gone. Adios.